Tentara, and thank you for tuning in to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you a simple spell that I learned in my traditional witchcraft class on how to stop a person from gossiping about you, or from somebody who specifically is saying bad things about you or negative things or lying about you. One thing I want to stress before we get started is make sure that you are 100% sure the person that is gossiping about you, that is talking about you, that's spreading rumors, that's lying, whatever the case may be, make sure that that is 100% that is the person that is talking about you. Because if you do a spell against somebody that didn't do anything to you, in my belief, I believe karma will come back. The threefold law has been around way before Wiccan religion adapted it and made it their own. It was a universal law in nature and in the cosmos that whatever you did puts out the energy into the world, and if it's negative, negative energy will come back, and if it's positive, vice versa, positive energy will come back to you. So it's what a lot of people call it karma, a lot of people say, it's cosmic repercussions, whatever you want to call it. That's why it's very important to make sure 100% that the person that you're doing the spell against is really doing something against you. Because if not, then you're going to suffer the consequences for messing around with somebody else who doesn't deserve it. So anyway, with that little antidote, let's get started. Some of the items that you will need is a lemon. You will need a pen and a piece of paper. You will need a jar with a lid, where the size that can fit the lemon inside. Oops. Lemon is pretty juicy. You will also need some red string, red ribbon, red thread, whatever the case may be, and some sort of utensil to cut the lemon, or to make a slit in the lemon. You can use X-Acto knife or scissors or whatever the case may be. Also need some pens, the type of pens you get at like the craft store or dollar store. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to write the name of the person that you know is gossiping about you. You write the name of the person first and last name. And at the bottom of the page, you write your name, your first and your last name. I am not actually going to do this spell because there's nobody gossiping about me that I know of. So this is just a mock spell. So person's name and my name. And then once you have that done, you will take that piece of paper and you will fold it and fold it again. Make it as small as possible. You want it to, pretty small. Once you have that done, excuse me, my nose is itchy. To backtrack a little bit, whenever I start spell working, I always light an incense particular to what type of spell I'm working on. Today I lit a dragon's blood incense from Essential Essence for protection. And then I always light a candle. Today I lit a blue candle, but you can use a black candle for filter, whatever. You can use a white candle that's universal, whatever color you want to use. Or if you don't want to use a candle at all, you don't have to use a candle. I just use the blue one to keep my intentions pure, to not have vengeance in my heart or hatred in my heart when I'm doing this particular spell. So, back to the spell. So once you have your little piece of paper folded up, take your lemon and you will create a slit. Don't cut it all the way through, just cut it enough that you can slide the paper inside. Be sure that you have a paper towel handy, or I always keep wipes when I'm doing a spell work because magic can be messy. So once you have cut your slit inside the lemon, you will take that folded piece of paper and you will slide it inside like so. See. Once you have put it inside, you will now take 8 pins and you will pin the slit closed. Like I said, I use 8. You use a number that is fitting and feels comfortable to you. Remember that no matter what I tell you, make it your own. You know, do what you feel is right. If you want to add some herbs inside the lemon, if you want to burn the paper and then put the ashes in the lemon, it's all up to you. Whatever you want to do. Magic is supposed to be yours. You don't have to do it 100% from what anybody tells you. Okay, so once you have put your 8 pins inside the lemon to close the slit, you now will take the red ribbon and you will bind the lemon closed. This gives you that metaphorical idea of binding the person from talking about you. And I will add one more pin to just keep the ribbon in place. Okay, so once you have bound the lemon with your red ribbon or string or whatever it is you're using, you will take it and you will place it into the glass jar, like so. Now, you will take water, or go get water, or whatever the case is, and you will pour the water inside the jar with the lemon. Fill it all the way up to the top. And then put the lemon in. So that now you have a jar filled with water and the bound lemon inside. At this point, if you live in a house and you have a backyard, you want to go outside. If you live in an apartment, a condo, or anything that doesn't have a ready yard, you can take a pot with soil, or you can go someplace like in a park, in the forest, in nature, or at a crossroads, and you will take this jar, you turn it upside down to reverse whatever it is that they are talking to you about, to people of you, talking to people about you. Anyway, so whatever they're saying, you'll want to reverse it. And then you will take this jar and you will bury it upside down in the ground. Make sure it's in a place where an animal's not going to dig it up, or it's going to get crushed and create an issue where somebody can get hurt or something. Bury it deep, bury it somewhere where it's not going to get dug up, and that's it. After you bury it, the most important thing about anything that I've just told you is, once this spell is complete, once you have buried it and you're done and you're at home, do not, for any reason, ever say anything negative about that person again. You are now reversing the energy and you are now going to be the better person. So you cannot talk about them. You cannot say anything negative. If somebody asks you, you can say, oh yeah, I know that person, or oh yeah, the situation's over. Do not be nasty. Do not be rude. Do not say anything negative about that person, because you will undo your spell. Everything that you just worked hard for will be null and void. So make sure you keep a positive outlook on that person. And that's it. That's how to stop gossip and how to stop somebody from spreading rumors and lies about you. If you have any questions or comments, you can always leave them down in the box down below. If you have a way that you would make this particular spell your own, please let me know. I'm always interested in seeing what feels right to somebody else that might not, I might not have thought about before. Well, that's all I have to say for today. So I'm gonna get ready to do another video for you guys. So as always, blessed be.